Have you ever felt like you're fighting an invisible war? As if the universe itself is conspiring against you, throwing obstacle after obstacle in your path? If so, you might be one of the chosen ones. But what does that mean, and why does it feel like you're constantly under attack? Imagine being a beacon of light in a world shrouded in darkness. That's what it means to be chosen. You're not just an ordinary person going about your daily life. You're a spiritual warrior, whether you realize it or not. The universe has selected you for a higher purpose, a divine mission that goes beyond the mundane concerns of everyday existence. But with great power comes great responsibility and great danger. The forces of darkness are drawn to your light like moths to a flame. They seek to extinguish your radiance, to drag you down into the shadows. This is why you often feel like you're swimming against the current, why life seems to throw more challenges your way than it does for others. You're not imagining it. You really are a target. So how do you know if you're truly one of the chosen? It's not as if you wake up one day with a cosmic stamp on your forehead. Instead, the signs are often subtle, easily overlooked in the hustle and bustle of daily life. But if you pay attention, you'll start to notice patterns. First, there's the feeling of being different, of not quite fitting in with the world around you. It's as if you're watching a play unfold, but you can't seem to remember your lines or stage directions. This sense of otherness isn't just social awkwardness. It's your soul recognizing that you're meant for something more. Then there are the synchronicities, those seemingly random coincidences that feel too meaningful to be mere chance. Maybe you keep seeing the same number everywhere you look, or you repeatedly encounter strangers who deliver eerily relevant messages. These are not just quirks of probability, they're signposts guiding you towards your true path. To truly grasp what it means to be chosen, we need to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Imagine the universe as a vast, intricate tapestry. Each thread represents a soul, weaving its way through time and space. But some threads shine brighter than others, forming patterns that guide the overall design. These are the chosen ones. But being chosen doesn't mean you're better than anyone else. It simply means you have a different role to play in the cosmic drama. Think of it like a movie set. The lead actors might get more screen time, but without the supporting cast, the extras, the crew behind the scenes, the story couldn't unfold. In the same way, every soul has its part to play in the grand tapestry of existence. Your place in this spiritual hierarchy isn't fixed or predetermined. It's a fluid, dynamic position that shifts based on your choices, your growth, and your willingness to embrace your calling. The more you align with your true purpose, the more clearly you'll see your place in the grand design, and the more responsibility you'll be given. Awakening to your true nature as one of the chosen isn't like flipping a switch. It's more like the gradual brightening of dawn, slowly illuminating aspects of yourself and the world around you that were previously hidden in shadow. This process can be beautiful, but it can also be disorienting and even frightening. At first, you might experience what feels like a series of rude awakenings. The beliefs and assumptions you've held about the world start to crumble. You begin to see through the illusions that most people accept as reality. This can leave you feeling isolated, as if you're the only one who can see the truth behind the veil. But as your awakening deepens, you start to develop new abilities and insights. You might find yourself becoming more intuitive, able to sense things that others can't. Your empathy might heighten, allowing you to feel the emotions of those around you. These gifts can be overwhelming at first, but they're tools given to you to fulfill your higher purpose. With great power comes great responsibility, and being chosen is no exception. As you awaken to your true nature, you'll start to feel the weight of your divine purpose pressing down on you. It's not always a comfortable feeling. In fact, it can often feel like a burden too heavy to bear. This responsibility manifests in different ways for different chosen ones. You might feel a constant urge to help others, even at the expense of your own well-being. Or you might be driven to create, to bring beauty and truth into the world through art, music, or writing. Perhaps you're called to be a healer, a teacher, or a leader, guiding others on their own spiritual journeys. Whatever form your purpose takes, it's important to remember that you're not alone in carrying this weight. The same universal forces that chose you are also there to support you. Your challenge is to learn to balance your earthly life with your spiritual mission, to fulfill your higher calling without burning yourself out in the process. Have you ever wondered why, as you strive to become a better person, life seems to throw more challenges your way? This paradox lies at the heart of the chosen one's journey. Like a candle in a dark room, your growing light inevitably casts shadows. and attracts those who dwell in darkness. Imagine yourself as a lighthouse on a stormy coast. Your light serves as a beacon of hope for lost ships, guiding them to safety. But that same light also attracts moths, bats, and other creatures of the night. In the same way, as you shine brighter with spiritual awareness, you become a target for negative energies and entities that fear the light you represent. This attraction of darkness isn't a punishment, but a natural law of the universe. It's the principle of balance in action. Your light creates contrast, making the shadows more defined. This is why chosen ones often face greater challenges. They're not just battling their own inner demons, but also the collective shadows of humanity. As a chosen one, your faith will be tested time and time again. It's as if the universe wants to make absolutely sure you're up for the task. These tests come in many forms: personal tragedies, moments of crippling self-doubt, or periods of spiritual drought where you feel disconnected from your higher purpose. Think of these challenges as spiritual boot camp. Just as a soldier's resolve is forged in the crucible of intense training, your spirit is strengthened through adversity. Each obstacle you overcome, each moment of doubt you push through, adds another layer of resilience to your spiritual armor. But here's the tricky part: these tests never really end. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, life will throw you a curveball. The key is to recognize these challenges for what they are: opportunities for growth. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What can I learn from this?" As you progress on your spiritual journey, you might find yourself experiencing what feels like invisible assaults on your energy. Sudden mood swings, unexplained fatigue, or persistent negative thoughts that seem to come out of nowhere. These could be signs of psychic attacks. But don't panic. This is a natural part of the chosen one's path. Imagine your aura as a fortress of light. As you grow stronger, those who feed on negativity will see you as a threat. They'll launch attacks, trying to breach your defenses and dim your light. These attacks can come from other people, consciously or unconsciously, or from non-physical entities threatened by your growing power. Defending against these attacks starts with awareness. Learn to recognize when your energy feels off. Practice grounding techniques like visualizing roots growing from your feet into the earth. Create psychic shields by imagining a bubble of protective light surrounding you. Remember, your intention is your strongest weapon. By staying centered in your own light, you become an impenetrable fortress. As a chosen one, you possess innate abilities that go beyond the ordinary. But these gifts aren't like superpowers in a comic book. They're subtle, and harnessing them requires practice, focus, and most importantly, intention. Your thoughts and intentions are like seeds that you plant in the fertile soil of the universe. Think of your mind as a powerful transmitter. Every thought you have sends out a signal into the cosmos. When you learn to focus your intentions, you're essentially turning up the volume and clarity of that signal. This is how chosen ones can influence reality in seemingly miraculous ways, not through hocus pocus, but through the deliberate direction of their mental and spiritual energy. Start small. Set clear intentions for your day each morning. Visualize positive outcomes for challenging situations. Pay attention to the thoughts you habitually entertain. Are they aligned with your higher purpose? As you practice, you'll start to notice reality bending to meet your intentions more and more frequently. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use your abilities wisely and for the greater good. You're not alone on this journey. As a chosen one, you have a team of invisible allies cheering you on from the spiritual sidelines. These are your guardian angels and spirit guides, beings of light who have been assigned to assist you in fulfilling your divine mission. Think of them as your cosmic support squad. Your guardian angels are like celestial bodyguards, protecting you from harm and guiding you towards your highest good. They're with you always, whether you're aware of them or not. Spirit guides, on the other hand, are often souls who have lived many earthly lives and have wisdom to share. They might come and go depending on what lessons you need to learn at any given time. Learning to communicate with these unseen allies can supercharge your spiritual journey. Pay attention to those gut feelings, those sudden inspirations, or those recurring symbols that seem to pop up everywhere. These are often your spirit team trying to get a message through. The more you acknowledge and thank them, the stronger your connection will become. Every choice you make, every action you take, sends ripples across the pond of collective consciousness. As a chosen one, your ripples tend to be bigger and travel further. This is both a gift and a responsibility. Your thoughts, words, and deeds have the power to uplift not just those immediately around you, but to contribute to the evolution of human consciousness as a whole. Imagine the collective consciousness as a vast interconnected web. Every time you choose love over fear, compassion over judgment, or peace over conflict, you're strengthening the entire web. Your personal growth isn't just for you, it's a contribution to the spiritual evolution of all humanity. This is why self-work is so crucial for chosen ones. By healing your own wounds and expanding your own consciousness, you're literally helping to heal the world. It's like being a cell in the body of humanity. Your individual health contributes to the health of the whole. So the next time you're tempted to think your personal growth doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, remember, your ripples are changing the world, one wave at a time. As a chosen one, you often find yourself straddling two worlds, the spiritual and the material. It's like being a tightrope walker, constantly seeking equilibrium between the ethereal realm of higher consciousness and the grounded reality of everyday life. This balancing act can be challenging, but it's also where your true power lies. Imagine you're a tree, with branches reaching towards the heavens and roots deeply embedded in the earth. Your spiritual awareness allows you to tap into universal wisdom, like leaves absorbing sunlight. But to truly thrive, you need to be equally connected to the physical world, drawing nourishment from the soil of everyday experiences. The key is integration, not separation. Your spiritual insights aren't meant to be confined to meditation sessions or yoga mats. They're tools to navigate the complexities of human existence. Practice bringing mindfulness into mundane tasks. See the divine in the ordinary. By doing so, you'll transform your daily life into a walking meditation, infusing the material world with spiritual light. Your status as a chosen one isn't a badge of honor to wear proudly. It's a call to service. Think of yourself as a cosmic employee, hired by the universe for a specific role in the grand tapestry of existence. Your job description, to elevate the collective consciousness and spread light in your unique way. This path of service isn't always about grand gestures or world-changing actions. More often, it's about the small acts of kindness, the words of encouragement, or the quiet example you set through your own transformation. You're like a pebble tossed into a pond. The ripples of your actions extend far beyond what you can see. Remember, service doesn't mean martyrdom. It's not about sacrificing your well-being for others. Instead, it's about aligning your actions with your highest self, allowing your inner light to shine so brightly that it naturally illuminates the path for others. When you operate from this place of alignment, service becomes joy, not obligation. In the journey of a chosen one, challenges aren't roadblocks, they're stepping stones. Each difficulty you encounter is like a personalized spiritual workout, designed to strengthen your spiritual muscles and expand your consciousness. It's as if the universe is a master sculptor, using the chisel of adversity to reveal your true divine nature. Think of your challenges as a video game. Each level gets progressively harder, but it also equips you with new skills and powers. That impossible boss fight? It's teaching you patience and perseverance. The confusing maze? It's honing your intuition. By reframing your trials as opportunities for growth, you transform your entire life into a journey of continuous evolution. This perspective shift doesn't make the challenges any less real or painful, but it does give them purpose. Instead of asking, "Why me?" start asking, "What am I meant to learn from this?" This simple change can turn your greatest struggles into your most profound teachers, accelerating your spiritual growth and empowering you to fulfill your divine mission. You've journeyed through the shadows and basked in the light. You've wrestled with doubt and danced with faith. Now it's time to fully step into your role as a chosen one. This isn't about ego or superiority. It's about accepting the responsibility that comes with your unique gifts and perspective. Imagine you're an actor who's been rehearsing for a grand performance your entire life. The curtain is rising, the stage is set, and it's time for you to deliver your lines. Your audience, the entire cosmos, your role, nothing less than the evolution of consciousness itself. It might sound daunting, but remember, you were chosen because you're capable. Embracing your destiny doesn't mean you have to change the world overnight. It starts with fully accepting who you are, quirks and all. It means making choices aligned with your highest self, even when it's difficult. It's about shining your light unapologetically, knowing that by doing so, you give others permission to shine too. The world needs you, chosen one. Are you ready to answer the call?